And welcome back to my channel. Unless you're new here, and then just welcome. My name is Rusty, and this is my channel where I talk about my favorite movies, mostly horror, and my favorite music, mostly metal. And welcome to my March 2024 update. These will be all of the films that I purchased and received in the month of March for 2024. And as usual, we will begin with DVDs, of which there's only one, and that is Triggered. Now, Triggered is a battle royale that I absolutely fell in love with. I've already done a video on it in my Battle Royale Festival, and yeah, it does not have a Blu-ray release, so this is actually a double dip. I'm finding that I'm doing that a little bit lately, and that is if I find out that a movie that I love has only gotten a DVD release, I will get an extra copy, because DVDs are so easy to mess up and turn into coasters, and they will become unavailable, and I want to have this movie. So it is still in the shrink wrap, and it will be put with the other one that is opened to ensure that I always have this movie. I absolutely love this movie. It's a phenomenal, phenomenal battle royale movie. Kicks absolute ass. So yes. Now we will move on to upgrades. Now these are films that I already had in my collection in DVD form, and then upgraded them to Blu-ray when I find them, think about them. Often I will go through my collection and watch a movie and see something. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder if I could upgrade that. And that's the way it usually happens. So we're going to go through a few of them. And we will start with Conan the Barbarian. Now this is Conan the Barbarian and Conan the Destroyer. This is the 2-movie collection. Comes in its own discs, or with its own disc, so it's not like double dipped. Conan the Barbarian and Conan the Destroyer. I absolutely love them, so I'm glad to have them on Blu-ray now. And this is Les Miserables. I know, it's one of those, but I really do like it. I really do like this interpretation of it. I think everybody did a great job. And yeah, I really liked this movie. And so I did have it on. I did have it on DVD. This one came with Blu-ray and DVD and digital, which worked fine. So, because it's not fucking Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers seems to be the only company that cancels all of their codes. Because they're scum, and that's why I won't buy anything new from them if I can help it. So yes, Les Miserables. I had a dream of days gone by. Oh, never mind. This is Blade Trinity. This is the Blade Trilogy. It's all 3 of the Blade movies. So I upgraded them. They all come on their own disc. 2 of them are stacked, which I hate when they do that. But, like you're too cheap to make a folder. Whatever. So yes, that is all 3 of the Blade movies. I love some, and I'm glad to have them on Blu-ray now. So we have the Blade Trilogy. I did a video on this for my comedy break. I actually have the VHS tape of this. Never had it on DVD. Didn't know they had a Blu-ray release. This is Olive Films, which everybody knows. I'm always after any Olive Film releases that I can find. So I'm very, very glad. It's a beautiful transfer. They did a good remaster on it. It's a shame they went under. Bette Midler jinxed. Funny as fuck. Loved it. Oh, you cannot get any better than Sean Connery and fucking Outland. That was the DVD that I had. Now I have upgraded to Blu-ray. I've already watched it. I want to do a video on this. I'm going to do like my favorite spacey thriller horror movies. I'm going to do a little festival on that. This will be amongst it. I love Outland. It is just a fantastic movie, and I'm very, very glad to have it on Blu-ray. Sean Connery himself. Outland. This is another Olive Films release. This is a movie called Undertow, which I absolutely love this movie. See? That was the DVD that I had. Now I have it on Blu-ray, a remaster from Olive Films. Hallelujah. Praise the movie gods. Continuing on with our next stack, we have Sophie's Choice. Very, very dangerous movie. That's one of those movies that you only watch alone, and you watch it when you're in the mood to absolutely cry like a fucking baby for 2 hours, which we all need to do that sometimes. And especially film collectors, we have certain movies when we're in that mood that we can go, hey, you know what? I feel like absolutely flooding the floor with crocodile tears. Not crocodile tears, real tears. I absolutely feel like just fucking crying for a while. This is when you go and get absolutely mesmerizing Sophie's Choice. That scene is just like so painful to watch. Great. Great to have it. Upgraded one for my Jason Statham collection. The Mechanic. I had it on DVD. Now I have it on Blu-ray. There's the DVD. So, yes, Jason Statham. I love his version of it. He did a really good job, or they did a really good job remaking it. Oh, I know. Don't make me start singing Celine Dion. But I finally got around to upgrading Titanic. I absolutely hate the ending of Titanic. It's so fucking sappy. I can't believe. But whatever. I actually like Titanic. You know. So, yes. The digital worked. Everything was fine. This is Detention with Josh from The Hunger Games. Josh Hutcherson. I absolutely love him. I love this movie. This movie is like really wacky. It is fun. It's a horror comedy. If you haven't seen Detention, you really should. I like it enough to have upgraded it from DVD to Blu-ray. Upgraded all of my Clash of the Titans at one time. The original, the remake, and the sequel to the remake. They're all on their own discs. I had the DVD of all of these. And so now I've got them in one nice little Blu-ray package. I really liked the remake. You just can't beat the classic though. The cute little owl is just too much. Wrath of the Titans, Clash of the Titans, and the original Clash of the Titans. It's a really good triple feature. All on their own discs, so it's definitely worth adding to your collection if you want to upgrade them. This is Captain Picard. This is Green Room. Isn't it interesting that you got two Star Trek veterans in it. Of course, it's sad to watch Anton because, you know, that horrible, really creepy death of his was just, oh my God, I don't know what to think about it. I didn't know what to think about it when it happened, and I still don't know what to think about it to this day. It's just like so fucked up. But Green Room, Patrick Stewart is absolutely evil in it, kind of going against character for him. I just watched him the other day, a couple days ago, in Excalibur, which is coming up. And so yeah, that is Green Room. Absolutely fantastic. Digital works, everything. Lionsgate is really good about their digital. This is Sean Penn in Bad Boys. There's the DVD I had. Now I've got the remaster on Blu-ray. Very good. Can't get no better. It's just one of those. And this, of course, is Excalibur, just like I said. I saw Patrick Stewart is in this as well. Excalibur is just a phenomenal movie. It looks absolutely beautiful on Blu-ray. I watched it as soon as it came in. I did have the DVD. You just can't beat Dame Helen Mirren as Morgana. Merlin. Anal natrak, uthvas bethod, dokiel dienve. Anal natrak, uthvas bethod, dokiel dienve. That is the charm of making. I have no idea what I just summoned in your living room, but don't look behind you. And don't pretend that you did not just look behind you just to make sure that I did not do it. Won't be the first time I've been accused of being a witch. Or is that a bitch? I don't know. They both apply, according to what mood I'm in. Now we are going to move on to brand new additions. These are movies that I did not have in my collection, so in any form, so they are first time in my collection. And we have 12 Years a Slave. I really think this is a fantastic movie. Really enjoyed the story. Very inspiring. Great movie. Got it with slipcase. And all these years later, the digital code worked fine. Just like it's supposed to be. This is The Homesman with Tommy Lee Jones and Hilary Swank. That movie will make you cry as well, but is like a fantastic modern western. If you've never seen The Homesman, you really should. It is absolutely mesmerizing. And what is this? This is Wrong Turn 3. I've only ever had the first two Wrong Turn movies. I absolutely adore the original. I like the second, especially because Henry Rollins is in it. I do have Wrong Turn 6 on Blu-ray, but I've never had any of the others. And it's not that like the mob, you know, like everybody hates them. I'm not that way. They're all right. They're just good popcorn gore fests, and I've never went out of my way to get 3, 4, and 5, but if it comes along like this one did, brand new, for like $6, then sure, I'll grab it. So Wrong Turn 6, Left for Dead. Now I was told about this movie. Someone suggested it to me. They were like, hey dude, you gotta get this movie. It's called Pyewachet, and it's a little horror movie. Got it with the slipcase. It's about a girl that's like pissed off at her mom, so she goes into the woods, uses some Native American witchcraft to raise a demon, and wishes she had not done so. So that's Pyewachet. Okay, camera, calm down. From the producers of the Vivitch. There we go. Very glad to have this. It's Arnold in Collateral Damage. I really like Collateral Damage. That's one of my favorite of his actions. So I'm glad to have it in my collection now. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Collateral Damage. This is Iron Man 3. I actually got this from Disney Rewards. It's, I do have Disney Rewards, attached to my Movies Anywhere, and after I got an email saying that I had finally gotten enough points to get something from them. So I went and looked, and I've got Iron Man 1 and 2, but I didn't have 3. So I used my Disney Reward points to get the Blu-ray DVD combo of Iron Man 3. So now I've got all 3 of them. It's unusually expensive by itself, so that's the reason why when I, had the reward points, that's what I used it for. So I got it for free. Well, I don't know. When I get stuff from Universal Rewards, and because Universal gives out my favorite reward system is Universal. Universal gives you like 1,200 points for any Universal movie qualified, that you buy. And but their rewards are digital codes. So you can get, and they only cost 1,000. So for every movie you get, you can go get a digital movie, whatever they're offering that month, you can choose one. Disney does not offer digital codes, of course. Instead, they offer like actual physical media, but it takes a hell of a lot of points to get them. This is a couple of old school westerns from the 60s, a western double feature, Damned Hot Day of Fire and Fort Yuma Gold. I loved both of them. Really good transfers considering it's a Mill Creek. But they have been trying to do better. But yeah, so that was cool. I enjoyed both of them. Spaghetti westerns is my thing. I love spaghetti westerns. A little horror movie called Kill Game. This looks like this was from Hamilton Books. So, yep. Another horror movie for the collection. Little slasher. Continuing on, we have Freaky with Vince Vaughn. I'd never really paid attention to this movie, and then somebody was like, "You don't have that movie? You really should get it. You'll like it." I'm like, "Well, I'm not a big Vince Vaughn fan, It's like, "Yeah, but you have his Psycho," and I'm like, "Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I don't have a huge problem with the Psycho remake, like a lot of people do. Seems a little unnecessary, but at the same time, who gives a shit? It was still alright. It was pretty much shot for shot, so if you like the first one, I can understand you, like, thinking it's, like, unnecessary, but you can't hate the story because it's the same fucking shot for shot story as the original. So if you like the original, the only thing you can say is, well, I don't like it because it was unnecessary. Well, I just really don't care. I can watch both of them back to back. It don't bother me. A bloody body swapping blast. We'll see. But I heard this was really good and really fun. So I went and watched the trailer and I'm like, yeah, okay, we can get that. It's All Cheerleaders Die. This was also another suggestion. So I was told that I had to have this in my collection if I liked, crazy slasher-esque stuff. So I guess it's like a Jennifer's Body type thing. All Cheerleaders Die. The Pale Door. This is a cool little horror western. I'm always on the lookout for horror westerns. There does seem to be quite a few of them being made as of late. I have actually run across quite a few. It's like the genre is finally getting some attention, and I think that it is a waste that that time period has not been explored in the horror in the horror filmmaking community very much, and it seems to be rectifying that now, because there's quite a few western horrors coming out. This is actually great. I loved it when I watched it. I'm like, hell yeah. Trespassers. This was in the wrong pile. This is an upgrade. I did have the DVD of this. Yep, there it is right there. So I did have the DVD, and I upgraded it to Blu-ray. Came with slipcase. Nice little horror movie. For my action fetish, this is like Blood Money. It's a little B action boom boom kung fu. Yeah, it's one of those things. But hey, I got it a slipcase, DVD Blu-ray combo. All the Devil's Men, Milo Gibson. He definitely looks like his daddy. Little secret ops, black ops, military movie. It accidentally got stepped on and broke, and I had to buy another one. Which, if you can see, I leave stuff laying around, and that's the kind of shit that happens. That's why I gave away a digital code, because, that happened. Tom Cruise, believe it or not, I never had risky business. He's got his own section in my collection, but I just never had risky business. So when the opportunity came along to get it reasonably, so I'll get to see him undulate and dance around on a couch in his underwear, I guess. He still should have done that scene without his shirt on. I don't understand. Joel Schumacher should have made it or something. Joel Schumacher would not have allowed him to do that scene with his shirt on. Just saying. The Outsider, this is like an IRA type movie. I am mostly Irish, and so I do like a lot of Irish movies, especially involving the Troubles and stuff. So this is an Olive Films release of The Outsider. That's the guy from Ghost Story, isn't it? I think so. I'm not sure. But The Outsider. A little home invasion movie called Held. I'm not sure what this artwork is supposed to be. It's like a cartoonish artwork. Home invasion, kidnap, hold you hostage and abuse you type movie. Sort of a funny games type thing. It's from Magnet. This, I heard, was an absolute blast, and that is Officer Down. It's like, maniac cop territory. A hardcore crime fest? What does that say? Nuns with guns. But yeah, I heard this was absolutely crazy, and then I watched the trailer for it, and it was like, yeah, that looks like that's going to be a complete blast. Officer Down. Okay. Move on to some more recent releases. Here we have Silent Night. I wanted this since it came out, so I was very glad to get it. I got it with slipcase. Blu-ray DVD digital combo. Everything worked fine. Lionsgate. I heard this was a really good movie, and I anticipate enjoyment, especially since it's a revenge tale. This, of course, is Thanksgiving, which I had to get a hold of course. I'm glad it got all the praise that it did, and I'm also very glad to have it. Everybody I know has loved it. So, I anticipate I will be loving it as much. I'll probably do a video on it. Yes. It's Thor, Love and Thunder. I actually only got this because, well, you know, it supposedly has that scene in it. You know the scene that I'm talking about. Why they had to bring all of this boyfriend-girlfriend shit into it, I don't know. It's all so stupid. But anyway, I got the 4K because it was actually cheaper than the DVD. Than the Blu-ray. So I got the 4K Blu-ray digital combo of Thor, Love and Thunder for the comic collection. This Shudder original, the Mortuary collection. It's me, I've been trying to pick up some more anthologies. I think I only had Creepshow. I'm just not really a big anthology person. I had Tales from the Dark Side, Creepshow, Twilight Zone, the movie. But I've just never been into them, and I've started picking up some more anthologies, like Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and I think the VHS, when the VHS stuff came out, I was like, let me check out anthologies again. But this is an anthology called the Mortuary Collection. A lot of people have had really good things to say about it, so I picked it up. It's Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Yeah, it took me a while to get around to getting that. I think I'm just so fucking tired of seeing him and everything. I was so pissed at him for that Jurassic Park Dominion shit that I just didn't want to see his face. And this is Avatar. I wanted to pick this up. This is how do we get in this thing? Oh. This is the older It is absolutely stunning, though. I know a lot of people got the 4K, but, I don't know. Some of the 4Ks that have been released lately have, I think they're scamming us like they did with Alien and Aliens. I have still yet to get either one of those, and I'm not even sure that I will. Because, it turns out that both the Alien and the Aliens 4K from James Cameron are just AI DNR up scales from the 2010 transfer from the Alien quadrilogy. So, now granted, the scan for the quadrilogy was scanned in 4K. That is true. But they did not rescan Alien or Aliens. All they did was put it through a DNR AI to upscale it and made it even more look like plastic people with all the DNR. So, I've just heard some not really good things about those two 4Ks, and so I've gotten a little bit. I'll do a lot more investigating on a 4K because I almost picked up Aliens And then I'm like, I'm not paying that much money. I mean, you can hardly find it now. It's like that gone that quickly. But I'm like, I'm not paying that much money for an upscale. You know, I know they cleaned it up even more, but most collectors have said, like at the Blu-ray.com forums, most of them has said, look, if you've got the Alien quadrilogy, just watch that. I mean, it's the same scan. It just hasn't been DNR'd as much as this new one. So, I don't know. We'll see. So, yes. And finally, we're up to the specials and boutiques. And we have the Vestron Video Wishmaster Collection. You got the whole 4-film set. Very nice, very nice. Got it with the slipcase. The Wishmaster Collection from Vestron Video, which is actually Lionsgate. That's their Vestron. This Vestron series, the Vestron Collector series, is actually Lionsgate's boutique label. But you get all 4 of the Wishmaster movies. Very nice. This is Bat 21. James Glover and the fantastic Gene Hackman. Who did I say? Did I say James Glover? Danny Glover and Gene Hackman. I did have it on DVD. This is the Kino Lorber remaster of Bat 21. So, that's pretty cool. Oh yes, we have The Pit. This is going to be in my little Killer Kids video I'm going to do some genre top 10s. This is the Kino Lorber remaster of The Pit. It made my top 10 Killer Kid movies of all time. Very cheesy, but very cool. Very, very glad to have it. Kino Lorber's The Pit. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen this movie. Is so underrated. This is the bedroom window with Steve Guttenberg. Isabella Rupert. And Elizabeth Montgomery. That's what I was having a problem with. I kept wanting to call her Elizabeth Montgomery. Elizabeth McGovern. This movie is a serial killer movie about Steve and Isabella, who hear a bunch of, they hear some screaming, and they look out the window and they see her in an attempted murder. This guy is trying to rape and kill her, and they witness it. But they're having an affair. He's the poor boy with the rich, what do they call them? MILFs or whatever that is, cougars. But he's the toy boy, and they feel guilty, but she doesn't want to admit what she was doing to have witnessed it. So she saw it, he didn't. So he tries to go to court and testify in her behalf, but the defense finds out and rips him apart. So the killer actually gets away and is they all three team up then to try to catch the killer on their own. And the killer is the guy from Pet Sematary, the college student that gets killed in Pet Sematary and haunts him throughout the original Pet Sematary. He's the killer. This movie is so fucking good. It is just a thrill ride completely, and I am extremely, extremely happy that Kino Lorber did a remaster. That's the DVD that I had, so I'm very glad to have the Blu-ray remaster of it from Kino Lorber. I like this format. My camera does not. MVD Rewind Collection. This is Shadow Builder in its little VHS packaging, looking like an old VHS tape. Bram Stoker's Shadow Builder. Very glad to have it. Very cool. Very nice, very nice. So yes, MVD visual. They always come with a poster too, which I like. We are definitely, this is one to be the next videos that I do, next review discussion videos that I do. This is John Carpenter's Ghosts of Mars. I've been looking for this damn remaster. Doesn't have a domestic release. It's region free. This is Indicator, kind of like Arrow Video. It's their overseas. Now I did have the DVD, but to get the new remaster was fantastic. I've already watched it, of course, and it's absolutely phenomenal transfer. It looks beautiful. It's one of those black sheep movies. I love my black sheep movies, and regardless of what anybody says, I love Ghost of Mars. And who is this? This is MVD Rewind Collection again, and we have Brad Pitt, Roddy McDowell. Isn't it Roddy McDowell? Yeah. And Cutting Class. Also, it came with a poster, which is cool. Cutting Class, MVD visual. Very nice. Very nice. I did have the DVD of this. No. Yep, I did have the DVD of it. So I'm very glad to have the Blu-ray now. Cutting Class. It's got a reversible cover, like all theirs do, but I left it as this cover since this is the reversible cover. So we get both of them in the slipcase. Very nice, very happy. And finally, we have Leviathan. Now, last month, as you saw in my update video, I had gotten Kino's Deep Star 6. Those are two of my favorite underwater horror movies, is Deep Star 6 and Leviathan. So Kino decided to do both of them. Last month, they came out with Deep Star 6. And the month before, the month before that, I keep forgetting we're a month behind. So, in February, they came out with Deep Star 6, which I got, and then Leviathan, I had within 2 days of them releasing it. So, this is Kino Lorber, dual reversible cover thing. And it's Leviathan. So, now I have Deep Star 6 and Leviathan. Hallelujah. I am very, very happy. And there you go. The boutiques. And all the other shit that you just saw. So it was a nice haul. I enjoyed all of my acquisitions. All of my new babies for my family. We had a good time. And that will do it. Bad Flower. Okay, I'm sick. Love this album. And I will see you in the next thing I do. Like I said, I'm going to do some genre top 10s, like my top 10 killer kid movies of all time, and my top 10 vengeance movies of all time. I was going to do the top 10 slashers of all time, but I can't. I will not. I can't. Slashers are my favorite horror movie subgenre, and there's just no way. There is no way that I can do 10. So I will have to do a top 20 slashers of all time. So we're going to do the top 10 killer kids, which is my second favorite genre, and we're going to do the top 10 vengeance horror, thriller horror, however you want to call it. It's all my criteria. It's my channel. It's my collection. I do it the way I fucking want to. So we're going to do that. Top 10 killer kids is next, and then top 10 vengeance, and we'll see some other genres. I do have my next 3 videos. My next 3 discussion videos will be Honeydew and Night of the Creeps and Ghost of Mars. They're all scripted. I just am trying to get through this weather change down here, and so we're going to do this stuff instead first. Love you, miss you, bye. Always remember, never forget, you you are a very, very special person, and DNA proves it. Don't let anyone tell you different. It's like blood coming out of his mouth. Yeah, so I'll see you in the next. Love you, miss you, bye-bye. Always remember, never forget, you are a very, very special person. DNA proves it, and don't let anyone ever tell you anything different. Otherwise, they are just lying directly to your face and not caring that you know better. Bye-bye. See you later.